Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And this video we're actually gonna go ahead and install these test pipes on the FX. I'm gonna remove my R pipes on there, and the reason I plan on doing that is because I already have a more like restricted exhaust on the FX, so I think the test pipes will actually sound pretty decent on that car versus putting, these on the 370Z. The 370Z has a Tome, so it's going to sound really bad with test pipes on there. So I think putting these on the FX and seeing how it sounds will be a whole lot better. Now, these look like some like pretty cheap test pipes. The flanges look really good. They're like exactly the same. This guy was selling it, and I just picked it up from him, but they pretty much look the same. So these should work. They look pretty good. I have some gaskets over there that I can test out as well to make sure that it's like a perfect fit. But the only thing I'm kind of noticing is that this extension right here looks to be like a little bit too close over here, and I think I may have to like bend it out. But let's go ahead and check it out really quick to see if it's going to be a problem. Oh no, we should be okay actually. That was my biggest concern. I thought this was going to hit, but it's actually not. So this will work perfect. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and tighten this. We gotta check the other one still. Make sure everything is good. I'll tighten this one to put on the car. And then let me check my gasket to see if it's the same. Alright, so here are the old gaskets that I had. And yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's right on. So this will work. Now I do have new gaskets as well. Right here. That will fit right up. So we should be okay. Let's check this one. This one actually I think might have a little bit better clearance. And I think this one is the one that I saw that looked like more angled from this thing right here. So let's check the other one. Alright, so here's the other catalytic converter. Make sure it looks the same. So that one's angled like that. Oh yeah, it's actually pretty perfect. So I wonder what brand this is, because I don't see anything on the box other than made in China. Maybe I could look up that part number. Yeah, there's nothing on the box. 351. Not sure what that means, but cool. So it should be okay. Let's check out that other O2 sensor. Make sure it works. Now I saw some similar ones on like, what was it? I don't want to say Temu or Temu, whatever you want to call it, or Alibaba. They look the same, and these things are like what, like $100. So not bad. Okay, same thing. This one has better clearance, so no issues there. Alright, cool. That was my only like concern with these, was the clearance. And it looks like everything should mount right up. Alright. Same thing, let's check this flange. Make sure it works. Alright, perfect. Okay, cool. So I think we should be okay installing these. I shouldn't have any fitment issues. So let's go ahead and remove the ones off the FX. And then we'll go ahead and begin installing these things, and hopefully we'll get a check engine light. I do have bung extenders on the R pipes. If you think about it, my R pipes are pretty much a test pipe, and then has a resonator on the side, and it extends out right here. So I think this should be okay. I do feel like my R pipes have like a little bit of a longer extension, but I hope these don't throw a check engine light. But we'll see. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and begin removing the ones on the FX and throw these on the 370Z as well. So right now I'm going to start off by removing all of these nuts and bolts right here. One side of 14. These are aftermarket, so one's 14, one's 15. Usually it's like 14 on both sides. But I'm going to go ahead and loosen these right now, because the fitment is pretty tight in here. Gotta use an opener and a wrench on both of these. A variety of extensions like this with a swivel makes it easier to remove. So right there, kind of see. I already loosened it, but just like that, it's out. Do the rest of it by hand. And then you got this top one right here. That one might actually be a 14. And I got this one. This one's actually pretty tight on here. There we go. I decided to take this off right here just because kind of like blocks me from getting my hand in there. So I'd rather just take it off. Just 214s to hold the bracket into place. Just like that. Don't lose those rubber like grommets on there because it'll help with noise. Alright, so there you can see it gives me a little bit more space in there. That one is a 14 up there. Don't forget to unplug this. Should have done that first. Alright, so I got it off. Just pushed it down right here and released the clip. Then this is gonna go right back up there with the gasket, of course. Don't forget that. Now I got some new gaskets, but the new gaskets I have don't have like this O-ring right here, which actually causes it to seal a whole lot better. So I'm gonna reuse this one. It's gonna go like that. What I noticed right now is I had this side on like not that long ago. I just barely took it off, and when I had this side on, still connected, this side was like pushed all the way over like here, so it was making it pretty difficult to try to like align it. After removing that one, now it's easier to align these right there. So highly recommend you guys do that first, is remove the bolts to make it easier to take off. Once you do that, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to loosen the back ones as well in order to like position it correctly where it sits. So just a heads up, we may have to do that. So let me tighten this right here before I forget as well. But here you can see, perfect fit. It's not hitting anything, it's on there good. I just gotta tighten this right here. Make sure it doesn't loosen on me while I'm driving. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with this side. It's on there solid. No issues. Alright, so I got the test pipes pretty much on. Everything fit perfect. Now, if I'm being very honest with you guys, my fitment actually got better in the back. So I raised the exhaust a little bit. This is still loose, so that's why it's making a little bit of noise. But I need to tighten these. And my fitment right there used to be a lot closer to the bar. And after installing these, I actually moved it up just a little bit. So that's actually pretty good. So now I just gotta tighten this. And I might move it up even just a little bit more. Alright, first startup. Kind of nervous, but we'll see how it sounds. So far it sounds pretty good actually. I can hear a little bit more rasp, of course, because I don't have the resonators anymore, and I'm sure that like removed it completely. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and end the video right there. I actually looked up the part number on the side, and I'll show you guys right now what it looks like, but what did it say? It was this one right here, MT001115-FX, and when I looked this part number up, it actually came up in a few spots. I think it was Temu, Alibaba, and they were averaging about $100, and I think multiple companies buy these and they upsell them. So I got these for 80 bucks from a guy that was selling it, and the interaction with the guy was actually pretty interesting. And the reason I say that is because he didn't like know what they were for, like what car they were for, what exactly it was. Yeah, I don't know if he just did a bulk order, not sure, but he had no idea what these test pipes were for. Now when he listed it, it was listed as like downpipe or something like that, but these aren't really referred to as downpipes. Downpipes, usually I've seen that they're referred to on turbo cars. For example, the Q50 that has a 3.0T, those cats right there, they're called downpipes. Now, on the 370Z and, you know, like the FX, those that have an NA motor, usually I've heard them referred to as test pipes or R pipes. If it's like the ones I just took off of the FX to put back on the Z, that's what they're kind of referred to. So I kind of have a feeling this guy didn't know what he was selling. He kept asking me questions like, what kind of car do you have? What are you going to put these on? I guess a little bit of educational information for you guys that don't know too much about like these pipes. But the difference between like the HR and like the DE, VHR is going to be this flange. Now this flange right here, as you can see, it's like longer going down. But those from like a DE, for example, they're actually a lot more triangular. So that bottom piece is actually moved up a little bit more. It looks more like an actual like triangle. So those won't fit on a VHR, and you got to look out for that. So you just got to be careful when you're picking up pipes that they actually fit for your car. But other than that, everything was pretty straightforward. I do like how it sounds better with the R pipes. I think R pipes just make a huge difference on a car when it comes to the drone. I do hear a little bit more drone in comparison to how it was with R pipes, but it doesn't sound bad. It's not like unbearable, and I was kind of expecting that because I did look up like a few videos online of people that installed test pipes with the NVIDIA catback exhaust, and it actually sounded pretty good. It wasn't like super loud or annoying and obnoxious where like I wasn't going to want to install this on my car. But yeah, that is going to conclude the video, guys. Hopefully this helps you out. Next video, I will be installing the R pipes back on the Z. I'm going to start making videos on the Z again, just because I'm going to have a little bit more time. And I want to go ahead and change a few things on the car that I think will look pretty sick. And, you know, do the long tube intakes that I was talking to you guys about in an earlier video. But thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.